Hey you guys, I got me a Craftsman snowblower here, 9 horsepower, 29-inch clearing path. You've probably seen some of these back in the day. This one's about 20 years old. The impeller ain't fastened to the shaft anymore. The roll pin snapped. So I'm going to show you how to replace the roll pins for the impeller. Now I just want to show you what the impeller is. It's this triangular metal thing right in here, and that's what throws the snow. That's why they actually call it a snow thrower. Anyways, see how this is spinning with my hand here? And the shaft ain't moving when I rotate it. Here, let's try it again. See how the shaft ain't moving when I move the impeller? That's because those roll pins snapped. And by now you know I'm all about safety, so we're going to unplug the spark can't even say the word, spark plug boot. And let's unplug that little key too. Pull it straight out. And now the cotter pin on the chute shaft's got to come out. Pull him out and then detach the rod just by pulling it out. Now we got to remove the belt cover. This black thing right here, black plastic. There's a bolt there and one on the other side. Here we go. You don't even have to take it all the way out. Other side of the belt cover, here we go. 3/8 socket, by the way. I forgot to tell you that before. I'm doing the best I can. Now let's take off that plastic belt cover. A little wiggle. Sometimes it gets a little stuck. There we go. Next we gotta split it front to back. So what you want to do is get a ladder, and you're going to lean them handles on one of the rungs of the ladder so that the back half don't go splat falling backwards. 1/2-inch socket now. One bolt coming out. Second bolt coming out. It's coming. Bottom bolt all the way down here. You just want to, loosen it a little bit. All right, now we're on the gas tank side. Here we go, 3 more bolts, same as the other side. Top bolt there. Here we go. So I got my left hand on the snowblower handle and my right hand on the socket. Whoa. Whoa, there it goes. It's a-going. Stand clear, everybody. Just gonna free up this belt a little bit more, auger belt. There we go. Hey, look at that. Here we go. All right. Sweet baby cakes. Remove the pulley from the shaft. Well, I took both bolts all the way out. Pulley's not coming out. So I'm going to shoot it with a little penetrating oil. Let it sit for a couple minutes and then come on back. Oh, there we go. Pulley's off. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Now you got a little square key right here. Let's get him out. See that little guy? Little square key. Keep him safe. We're going to need him later. I don't feel like going back in the house to get my box wrench. I'm just using an adjustable wrench here. Don't mind me. Whoa, because we got a little nut on my left hand where on the other side of this bolt. I'm just going to do all 3, and I'll see you when I'm all done with those. I know you're dying to see what was in my left hand. There's the nut, and there's the bolt. All right, other side. Here we go. Now here's a fancy maneuver. Now I'm using the socket with my left hand. Look at that. Barely. Take those 3 out, and then we're moving on. All right, I just tipped the housing back a little bit, and I'm wiggling this auger like crazy. Let's try to get him out. That bugger ain't moving. Time for a little more penetrating oil. Let's see if that just kind of works it out. A couple minutes. All right, I let that sit maybe 10 minutes. Here comes my trusty screwdriver. See that ring, that bushing there? I bet that was all seized up. And now that shaft's gonna come out. And just to make my life a little easier, I took that bushing off. Here we go, pulling this puppy out. Dang it. Phew! All right, well, I finally got it separated. It took a little ingenuity, as they say. But basically, I was on the back of the thing with a piece of wood, and I was going wham, wham, wham. Now, this is the part I've been wanting to show you the whole time. All those steps just to get to this step. It's crazy, I tell you. So, we've got that shaft here. And you see these two holes? They got to line up with them two holes right there on the impeller. So we'll push the impeller over, we'll line up the holes, and then what holds it in place are these roll pins. It's like rolled steel. Some people call them a split pin, spring pin. Anyways, this is Hillman. I got this at Lowe's, part 881420. It's a 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch long. I got me a pin punch, a roll pin punch. And we're just going to start tapping that in. Now it's supposed to be a nice snug fit. Nice and easy. Checking the other side. Not coming out just yet. Keep on going. So that's just about flush right there. And that's flush on the backside. So now we'll do the second pin. I gotta find my pin. Pin, where are you? Ooh, I found it. Now because that first pin is in, that means by default, that hole is lined up. So here we go. Oh my, I forgot my punch. I'm just whacking on that thing. I'm sorry, little roll pin. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Flush, flush. The pins are in. All right, time to get that auger assembly and impeller back into the auger housing. You see I got the back kind of propped up on some wood so I can lift and lower that auger assembly in. Now I put a little lithium grease on the shaft there. That'll help me the next time I gotta do this. Here we go. Whoop, that puppy fell off. Let's get him back on. Going in. Yep, going in. Going in. All right, I finally got it in. But that really put up a fight. So I just took a big 2x4. I was just going to tip it down. I went bang, 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 bang. Like boom, boom, boom. All right, now we attach the auger back to the housing. Remember those 3 bolts and nuts we took out before? 1, 2, 3. You just put them back in on both sides. Just like that. All right, that ring goes back on. Just get him right in there. I'll put that little square key in the notch. Now we line everything up. There we go. There we go. Remember them set screws that went on the pulley? Got to put them back on now. Got to reset the set screws. One. See that? If you slow down, you might just get it on the first try. Coming in with the extension. Ooh. A little snug. Let's not go crazy on that one just yet. Let's get his little friend tightened up. All right, make it nice and tight. Next one. Because this thing spins like crazy, this pulley. And that one could go a little more. Ooh, holy cow. I don't want any pulley problems, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. I'll call that done. All right, here we go. I'm going to tip the front forward, tip the back forward, and try to get these two to line up. All right, I got to tell you, it is tricky getting it back together. It probably took me 20 minutes. I do this every 8 or 10 years. So anyways, once you get it back together, by the way, you might have to hold down while you're putting it back together. Take like a bungee cord or a what do you call those? Like a clamp or a zip tie, and hold down the auger drive lever. And that'll help you get it back together. Once you do have it back together and you got a couple bolts in holding it, then you can see this belt isn't on this pulley. So you just take the starter rope in my left hand here and you slowly turn, and look at that. It just pops into place. So now when you do the auger drive, you can see how that belt engages. All right. So then the next thing I'm going to do is get the final bolts in to keep the front and the back together. Now these ain't lined up perfectly. Hold on. Well, you get the idea. I need 2 hands for this. All right, 3 bolts there. Other side, 3 bolts back in there. And now we'll get that belt cover back on. And we're just going to rest it in that little bolt that we left out, hanging out a little bit. Let's get that washer moved back a little. Well, all right, whatever. Don't matter none. Here comes the belt cover. Belt cover, putting up a fight, just like everything else today. Woo! There we go. We'll just kind of sandwich him in there. Uh-oh, wrong socket. 3/8. Nice and snug. And we'll just pop that belt cover down there. And 3/8 again. All right, we got to get the chute shaft back connected. Line up them holes. Whew! Got to reconnect the spark plug boot. Make sure that clicks. He's in. And put the plastic key back in the slot. All right, see you next time.